Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Felix featuring the Life 5 channel here, and today, this is a little more personal video. So I'm not even sure if I'm looking at the camera or not. This is more of a personal video that I'm going to give you today, and hold on, I gotta rub my eyes. Crap. I hate doing raw edits like this because I look terrible. I know I got a cut and everything, but my hair is all humid and stuff, and I have a Zip Fizz hat on, and the camera doesn't want to focus on nothing. Like, I move everywhere and I talk with my hands, so that's why I don't like to be on video so much. But this is more of a personal video. Crap, my eyes, man. I just woke up like 20 minutes ago, and it's everywhere. But today, I'm going off of a script thing that I wrote because it's very personal, and I'm a writer, so I feel like it's more personal if I not read it verbatim, but I had to type it down and pack, so I could get everything down. Let's see if this is actually on. Cool. So I had to make sure I had to pack everything down and everything, but I know this isn't a hefty topic that I chose to do. This isn't something that I really wanted to talk about or go deep into, because this is the reason why I gave up YouTube. And I know this video may be longer than all of the other video that you've seen on me coming back to the channel and what I'm gonna do for the channel and stuff like that. But keep in mind, this is a harder topic for me because it shows my failures instead of me uplifting and upbringing myself. So please excuse me for anything that you may see or anything you may hear that doesn't appeal to you or doesn't appeal to your fancy or your liking. I'll apologize in advance. It's harder in general to point out faults, because it's easier to say, oh man, I did this, I did that, it's easier to point out your victories instead of your faults, because your faults prove that you're human. Your faults prove that you're weak. Your faults prove that you're less than what you think you actually are. So I'm here today to point out my flaws. Last year around March, I tried to bring back the channel. I tried to uplift everything, move everything, and I worked really hard. Let's see. In March, there was a devastating event that happened. I don't want to go into full detail about it because I don't want to go into deep depression. But I was very depressed. There was no lot of income coming in to the household. So I worked 3 jobs, and all of those 3 jobs, 2 of them were part-time and 1 of them was full-time. So I was waking up at 7 in the morning, 7 a.m., Central Standard Time, of course, and I was working until damn near 3 a.m., Monday through Friday. And, man, that was the time the Switch came out. And I didn't even get a Switch at launch because of the devastating event that happened. And I'm one of those people that love to get something at launch. I'm an impulsive buyer, if you know what that is. An impulsive buyer is someone who buys something off of impulse versus saving up money and cherishing it. I get it just because I want it, and not because that I actually need it or I actually really, procure to have it. But beyond that, when that came out around last year, literally all I was doing was working, sleeping, eating, repeat. I had no time to do YouTube, no time within that window, or no time I wanted to make because I was tired. No time that I want to actually make. It was very difficult. And adulting is hard because I had to focus on priorities. It was like, do I put out YouTube content, or do I work, and do I provide for the household? And rent was cheap, really cheap at the time. I mean, I was only paying like $500 for the room, but I had other expenses such as electricity. I had, subscriptions, so I wouldn't be bored. And I had other priorities to tend to, like eating and stuff like that, because food isn't cheap. And it costs a lot to live and to eat and all this extra stuff. And I'm just like, man, adulting sucks. It really does suck. And it was nice to have those 3 jobs at the time, but I was overworking myself. It was nice to have those 3 jobs, and it was nice to purchase video games, and I wanted to play like all of them and for the channel, and like it sucked. Like, it really sucked. Like, I was working from 7 a.m. And then on the weekends, when I could be able to record and edit and do all those things, like, I wasn't able to. Like, I still had to work 9 a.m. and didn't get off till 5 or 6. So it was like just a ongoing array of just crap. Like, there was a lot of games that I was playing on the channel that I didn't even get to finish until literally this year. Speaking of, it was Persona 5. Literally. Persona 5 I didn't get to finish till this year. God of War came out, and I finished that when it came out. Far Cry 5, I finished that when it came out. Like, I literally had a downtime where I didn't have any jobs but one. And I was working like 3 or 4 hours a day, and I was literally playing video games, like, strictly. I finished Kingdom Hearts. I finished, except Dream Drop Distance. It was a lot. And Destiny, I really didn't play video games until Destiny 2 came out of September. I didn't play video games, like, at all. Like, I didn't have time to. Like, I wanted to have time to, but I didn't have time to until, Destiny 2 came out, and I literally played raids with my friends every day. I literally got on and wouldn't get off till, like, 2 or 3 in the morning. It wasn't that the game was good. It was just that it was addicting, and I had friends to play with. Like, that was the thing. But the first thing was jobs. Like, I had to work so much, and I couldn't put out any YouTube content at all. But that's not an excuse, because I work 2 jobs now and being able to do stuff. But it was one of those things where it would hurt. So, oh, damn. I went a little bit overboard on that one. So, the second one for me is important because I gave up YouTube because it wasn't just for me. I was dating at the time, and I was working so much, and I was always pissy and pissed off and mad at everything. And I wanted to spend time with the love of my life. I wanted to spend time with the woman that I was with. It was very important for me to do that. We couldn't go on dates. I literally didn't have enough money to even feed us or feed her, and it hurt me. We were struggling for so long. It was a time frame where we were eating hot dogs and chili for like 2 weeks, just so things could be paid for and things could be taken care of. And that's one part of my life that I regret, and it feels so bad. And she never had a problem with me recording. Never, ever had a problem with me recording. Never, ever had a problem with me streaming, recording, or anything. She respected it. She actually liked when I did it because she knew it was something that I wanted to do. She liked when I did it, but I didn't like not being able to spend time with her because it was like we lived together, but we were apart from each other. Like, in a relationship, it's a partnership. And people don't get that. They're still hung up on me, what I want to do. But when you get into a relationship, it becomes a full-out partnership. And it came with constraints. And I wanted to either work and take care of her, or I wanted to record and take care of me. And it came to the point to where it wasn't about me anymore, because I saw how bad we were doing, and I didn't want to be like that anymore. And I literally worked my ass off. I didn't even talk to my parents. Well, my mom, and my sisters. I didn't talk to them for a long time because I never had time. They missed me, and I missed them, and I missed everybody. Oh, man. And it was putting our relationship at risk. It wasn't because of her, it was because of me. I was always angry. I was always irritated. I was always pissed off. I was always mad at everything, at the world, because it wasn't fair, because you shouldn't have to work this hard and pay all this money to the government and stuff like that and still not get anything back for it. And then when it's time to, like, level yourself up, you can't do that. So I took time off to do that. And we established a very healthy, sort of thing, a very healthy relationship, a very healthy partnership we established. And, I was putting together, like, a lot of content at one time, and I was a hard worker. No matter what I did, I always worked hard. It may not be the best, because I really don't know about YouTube editing at all. I really don't know the ins and outs of it. I really don't know the full fledges of Photoshop. I don't know the full fledges of Premiere, InDesign, all of that. Like, I don't have an eye for that. What I do have an eye for is having fun and recording, and I do have an eye for that. So what little I can do, I've done. And she supported everything I did with YouTube. And I was like, when I decided to come back, I was like, I'm not doing it for just me. I'm doing it for all those people out there who stuck on, who held on. I'm doing it for all those people who used to watch my stuff, for all those people who came out to the channel to view stuff. Like, I did it for them, basically. So that is the second reason, second reason on why I did everything. The third one, and this is going to take a while. This is a long one. This is the long one. And I know I talk a lot. Like, I ramble so much. And sometimes I ramble so much that it don't mean anything. But if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Self-esteem is the last one. My self-esteem ain't worth shit. I'm going to just say it straight out like that. My self-esteem ain't worth a fuck. I have a horrible self-esteem. And I was doing 3 videos a day constantly, consistently for about a year or 2. I was doing 3 videos a fucking day. And it didn't receive as much as I thought. Now, it did do well, but it didn't receive as much as I wanted it to. It was tough. It was tough. And it took a lot of time to render, record, and edit all those videos. Literally, I was doing like 1 at 8 a.m., 1 at 12, and 1 at 4. Every day, consistently for about a year before the hiatuses and whatnot. And it was hard. It was very hard to keep up with that schedule because this was gaming. Like, I literally would play the game, 6 hours a day? And record all of that and then edit and upload and do all that stuff. And I didn't receive any feedback like I wanted to because I realized later that I was overworking myself, and the lack of self-esteem and all the shit that I was going through at that time didn't make it better for me. It didn't make it better at all. My self-esteem went to crap. Like, my YouTube channel was not getting views and likes and all that stuff like I wanted it to. And at the same time, I was losing my relationship. I was losing sleep. And I was like, man, this isn't going the way I wanted it to go. And I felt like a little crybaby bitch about it, you know? It was bad. And in 2017, when I went through that big change and whatnot, when I went through that big ordeal, like, everything was lost to me. It felt like in 2017, I lost a piece of myself. Hold on. I lost a piece of myself. It was a part of me that just left. The part of me that loved to play video games, gone. The part of me that wanted to wake up and record and stream every day, it was gone. That part of me that loved himself was gone. It was a hard battle. I keep talking about this on my channel, but I wrote a book when I was 17 years old. It was called Karma. I wrote it. It was crap. The first draft of it is ass. But this is speaking on my self-esteem once again. And this just isn't from YouTube. This is from myself. This is something I have to work on for me. It was just, I wrote it and it didn't, people didn't receive it. People didn't like it. And I was upset about it. And, I stopped writing. I didn't pick up writing again until I turned 24. 7 years. I took a 7-year break from something I actually loved doing because of my self-esteem. And literally, I'm writing a book right now, and I'm like 80% done. It took me a month and a half, and I'm 80% done with the first draft. I'm proud of myself. My self-esteem is low still. It's not low, but it's building, it's climbing, it's a little bit of jumps. But I'm doing it because it's something I love to do. Like, I love to write and I love to play video games. That's who I am. Like, my dad and other people thought I wanted to be this engineer. I wanted to be this, engineers make a lot of money. But it wasn't something I love to do. I love to write. I love to influence people by writing. I love to cultivate. I love to create things. And that is one of the reasons why I love doing it. Oh man, I'm going off topic here, but it was something I loved to do. For years, it was something I loved to do. And I lost it. And when bad things happen, I don't take it well, personally. And with YouTube, it was like day after day after day. Like when I stopped doing my book in 2012, 13-ish, when I stopped doing it, it was the same thing that happened to YouTube. I remember when I quit YouTube, I was uploading videos in around June or July. It was Injustice Ultimate Edition. I was recording it. I was playing it on the PlayStation? No. It was right after Injustice 2 came out. No, it was earlier than that. Because I recorded Injustice before playing Injustice 2. So it was around May, I guess. I looked at my computer. I said, this isn't working. I literally wasn't feeling it. I shut down my computer. I shut down my PlayStation. I shut it down, and I stopped playing. That was the realization of everything for me. I lost my self-esteem. And it took a long time to get it back. It took a year to get it back. Throughout that year, I moved again, if you see the different scenery. I moved. A lot of things has happened for the good, and I'm happy with myself. Like, I learned that as an adult, everything doesn't move as fast as you want it to, but it's right on time. And I feel like this coming back is right on time. And self-esteem is a big one for me. It sucks, and I don't have it. I don't have a good one. Anyway, but we're not going to talk about further on why I quit YouTube. And I know this video may seem like it's just me rambling and stuff, but this is the truth. This is me. That's why I decided to do the whole backdrop camera thing. The whole closet fan up above thing. Because this is me. Like, this is me full-fledged. Like, I had to learn that a lot of people may not like what you do, and a lot of people may not respect what you do, but fuck you. I'm going to do what I love to do, and you're going to sit back and either not take it or take it. And that's how I had to literally do it. Like, if you don't like it, someone else will. And I know there's a person in my corner, literally right over there, in my corner with everything that I do. And it may not be right, and it may not be good, but everything that I do, everything well that I do, it is accepted. And if one person just accepts it, if I have one fan that accepts it, I'm fine. Because I know that I reached one person. And literally, I got in Instagram DMs, I got posts made about me. Literally, people sending me DMs on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook about, where you been, dude? What's going on, man? Are you okay, dude? Like, friends, family members, people that were on my YouTube channel, like people that I caught up with, like, they asked about me. And I was like, you know what? It's my time to shine, baby. So, anyway, but these are the reasons why I quit YouTube and all this stuff. And let me stop all this rambling because I'm almost in 20 minutes. Oh, man. But if you want content unlike this one, such as Let Plays for the channel, Top 5s, wrestling, I was like wrestling content because I'm going to do that as well. I know I'm going to have a lot of topics on here, but it's for somebody who likes gaming, wrestling, and all that stuff put together. And if you don't receive it, then you don't receive it. I'm sorry. So, if you like this more content, Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below because it'd be very appreciated. Hit that notification bell for all of the things that's going to happen in the channel in the future. And make sure you like this video and all the videos that are on this channel. And this is Felix featuring the Live 5 channel. And I am out of here. See you later, guys. Checking out.